Hello guys, so this is a video I hadn't originally planned on filming. I'm filming another video on my camping supplies, what my camping container looks like, how I prepare it all, how I get it all together, and ideas to help you with camping. But it's taking me longer than I thought because there's a lot to it, and I want to make sure I get you guys a good full video. And today, May 23rd, 23rd day of my challenge, since the first day of my challenge, I have changed my yard so much, it's crazy. And I've changed it again today. Plus, I have plants popping up. Here is that big container over by my grill. I have potatoes in here. So, yay! Okay, potatoes. Now, I've also made sure I've planted every single container all the way around my house. My husband mowed the front today, and I've redone the rock pile. I took all of it from over there. I'll show you that in a minute. And I've got it nice and organized in here into a decorative, pretty little pile with my daughter's store-bought, nursery-bought flowers. And then I went around and I shoved... My husband and son had put sunflower seeds in here, but none of them popped up. The seeds are kind of old. So, to make up for that, today I went around and shoved probably 50 different sunflower seeds all around in there. Plus I have corn seeds all around in there. Plus I have pea seeds all around in there. I have gone crazy and overboard on everything. I'm taking square foot gardening to the extreme. Alright, this patch over here that had my rosemary in it, I dug up my rosemary, dug all around it to see how it is, and I think that one is alive and is going to come back and show something, but I don't know, so I'm leaving it. This one I'm pretty sure is dead. Pretty sure. They had rocks all around them. That might have been what was preventing them from sprouting and coming and growing. So what I'm going to do is I pulled all the rocks that were in different patches all around my rosemary. See, this was one I planted last year and it's completely gone. And these two were older and they have big rock piles around them, and I think that's what was choking them off and preventing them from growing, spreading and growing and coming up. But now they're no longer choked off. I'm hoping it'll work. At the back, I have a little bit of lettuce there and a little bit of lettuce there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hoe and rip up everything around the lettuce, around the rosemary, get it all torn up and dug up with the hoe and turned over and cleaned up. And I'm going to be planting more lettuce in there labeled in rows. And this will be lettuce and maybe the rosemary if it comes back. But all of this in the middle, all of that in the middle, all of this at the front, all of this at the front, and in the sides, I'm going to do rows, nice, neat little rows of lettuce because we have changed our diet and we eat salads every other day. Alright, the next thing I did, in this front patch up here, underneath the bush. Yes, a bush. Trust me, it's a bush. I helped plant it 12 years ago when my family first moved in. Okay, bush. I have a big ring around it. I had just peas in it, and not many of them popped up. I've got like 5 or 6 peas that popped up, 7 peas that popped up all around the edge. So today, I went around and I overdid it. I put like 20 peas all over in here, put like 15 or 20 sunflower all over in here, and I put like 20 or 25 popcorn corn seeds in here. They were actual I got them from the nursery. The lady grows them. She grows heirloom popcorn, and you can get dried popcorn seeds from her every year. And then she also does seeds to grow the plants herself. So I've overdid all of it in here. Who cares if I get any popcorn? Who cares if I get anything? I'm just growing to see what happens when it comes to this one. I've overly planted, so I'm sure to get something. Fun? Do you enjoy coming around everywhere with us? Alright, next stuff that I've planted today. Okay, I've gone around and I've labeled everything. So everything is relabeled. I think I talked about what all this is yesterday. Amish tomato paste, holy basil, rhubarb, Amish tomato paste, Amish tomato paste. Down in there are bachelor buttons, pickles, rhubarb, curled parsley. Here is a new pot, and this is giant Italian parsley. This is my Amish tomato paste. This is pickles. I think you've seen all these. Amish tomato paste. And they've all got little labels on them. I've gone around and made little labels for every plant. Okay. This is my purple basil, Amish tomato paste, pickles, health kick, Italian heirloom, health kick, my beefsteaks. Remember, this was filled with tomatoes. There's only the one left. Well, it's two of them that were left in the middle. All the ones on the outside have been transplanted. I'll show you where they all are. This one has 1, 2, 4, 5 Sweet 100 cherries. These were the only ones that have survived so far. See, this one didn't make it. I don't think that one back there is going to make it, but these 4 are. I've decided not to move them and transplant them. I'm going to leave them right where they're at. Okay, that's new. That's a bachelor button. I planted the seeds. No, you might have seen this in today's video that I filmed yesterday, but those are bachelor buttons. Health kicks, chocolate basil, indigo rose tomato from the nursery. Pickles I've grown myself. Those are cucumbers. You've seen those. Indigo rose. This is one of the beefsteaks out of that bench. Today I planted giant of Italy parsley in there. This is an Italian heirloom from the nursery. In here today I planted marigolds. A couple days ago I planted pumpkin pies. This is another one of the beefsteaks out of the bench. This got transplanted today. We still won't know for a couple days whether or not it'll survive. Same thing with these. These are beefsteaks from today. We won't know whether or not they're going to survive for a couple days. Pumpkin pie seeds, I planted those a couple days ago. We should be seeing something. Marigold seeds I planted today. Okay, cucumber pickle seeds I planted a few days ago. Pickle seeds I planted about a week ago, and they're popping up. One of them so far. Okay, hummingbird seed mix for flowers. Planted that today. Pumpkin pie seeds, I planted those a couple days ago. Pickle seeds, I planted those a couple days ago. Pumpkin pie seeds, you've seen this pop up, but as of today, it's got its second ones coming in, and ooh, look! It's got a second seed coming in, and second leaves coming in. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, these I planted today. Those are more bush beans for me, for my 100-day challenge. Curled parsley. Beans I planted today for my 100-day challenge. The crookneck that's coming up. Bachelor buttons. Flowers that I planted today. Hummingbird flower mix that I planted today. Marigolds that I planted today. Marigolds that I planted today. Crookneck, I replanted those yesterday. You saw them in the video. Now I've got even more carrots popping up. Yay! You saw these yesterday. These are the hummingbird mix and the lettuce, and marigold and the beans, and then the dry flower mix, hummingbird mix, dry flower mix. These are flowers for birds. You've seen those. I've still got the same. Oh, I've got another one coming up. So I've now got 5 pumpkins coming up, and I replanted 3 more seeds yesterday. And this one now has its second leaf coming in. Yay! All right. More carrots. Yep, I've got carrots. Yay, look at that. Carrots, carrots, carrots. Yay! Okay. Crookneck, I replanted those yesterday. Hummingbird mix, I planted today. That is that strange random squash plant that popped up in that one bed that we've transplanted, and it's doing good. So I believe that's going to take off. That's the Italian. What kind of parsley is this? Just says Italian parsley. I believe this is Giant of Italy. I got that from the nursery. Hummingbird mix that I planted today. There's the tomato patch. These are beefsteaks that I moved yesterday, and they're doing great today also. And I put a ring of the dried out leaves around them to start giving them food. And then at the back and at the front are the parsnips. And then today I put some lettuce mix at the front. At the back we have the Denver carrots. At the sides we have the Denver carrots. And over here we have the different peppermints. This is another new thing I did today. I put the things upright so that the plants will have more room to grow. And then me and my husband are going to be creating a chicken wire thing that goes on top. All the beans that popped up on this side, I got 4 bean plants that popped up on this side. 5 bean plants that popped up on this side. So what I did was I planted potatoes in here. There's potatoes in every spot that beans did not pop up. And as I was digging to plant potatoes, all the bean seeds I found were rotten, and I didn't see any bean seeds that were growing, so I don't have to worry about any more bean seeds popping up. So the beans and all my beans are within reaching distance of me to be able to harvest the plant. So if we put the chicken wire top on here that we plan on building, I'll still be able to harvest all my beans right from the edge. And then I'll have all my potatoes in here. Once the potatoes start popping up and get a little high, I'll be adding a little bit more mulch around them. Mounding them just a little bit. Potatoes don't need to be mounded very much, and they don't need to be hilled and added to, and they won't keep growing more tubers off the arms. That is a myth. But the arms will keep growing if you mound them up, and the more green growth from the tomatoes, the larger the potatoes that are attached to the tubers and growing, they'll get really big. So the more green you have, the more beautiful lush green you have. That's why you mound. The more green, the bigger your potatoes under the ground will be. Let's get these tree seeds. Even after I tilled up, these tree seeds are relentless. Okay, and then over in here I've got all those onions that are popping up, and for some odd reason out here, let me bring you in, a random pea plant. I don't know where the pea seed came from. I've never planted peas here before, ever. I'm imagining it was probably a bird. So I planted a couple of sunflowers right next to it so that if a sunflower pops up, then the peas will be able to grow up the sunflower. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll figure it out. And then the last thing I wanted to show you really quick today was those beefsteak that I transplanted over to here from the bench yesterday are doing very okay. And this today alone has grown new leaves and new sprouts in the middle and has gotten taller. So I will safely say this one has taken. There's the beefsteak. Alright. Thank you for coming along on another walk around where I've completely changed things up again. I keep changing things. I keep altering things. I'm going to be changing things and altering things even more. So stick around. We'll see you in the next one. Leave a thumbs up. Remember, stay positive. Bye. Potatoes! I'm so excited about that. Bye, guys.